Are they yelling at each other? Are they fighting?
Yeah.
Do they look at each other? Should we call someone?
Yeah, that's a common thing I think for Balkans. My Korean friends are like, oh, like, is everything okay? Like, are you fighting? I'm literally saying I love you to my mom. What do you want?
My boyfriend is cheating on me. I can feel it. You are right, he is. Yeah, I knew it. It's a brunette.
Oh my god, yes, this is 100%. Yeah, this is so accurate.
Hello!
I don't think it's similar actually, and I never been in any Balkan country before. It's like Greece.
Yeah, there are many countries, yeah. Albania, Greece, Kosovo, Bulgaria, Romania, some parts of Romania, Serbia. Yeah.
So I think I never been there in any of Balkan country, so I don't really know about their culture.
Based on your communication with us, what do you think?
I think we have similarities with you.
Bulgaria. I mean, you guys use the same alphabet. So.
Yeah.
You guys do have similarities with Balkan countries because you're both Orthodox Christian, so religious related, and also there are a lot of foods, and generally Slavic countries such as, they have influenced Balkan a lot, culturally and cuisine-wise, so yeah, you definitely have similarities.
Actually, just near Romania basically, or even in the more like east part, we also speak Russian. I mean, I personally don't, but there are people that speak Russian in Romania as well, yeah, like especially like Moldova. Yeah, I think we might have like many similarities. I met Russian people as well, and I feel like we do have like some things in common. Maybe even the way we speak somehow is like a little bit hard to tell, but I don't feel like we are like that different. Just the way we speak, the way we behave, yeah, pretty much the way we express ourselves maybe.
For sure we have like some gestures as well, as she was saying, the way we speak, or like we might, what we mentioned in the previous video was that at first sight, at first impression, we would maybe look colder, but then the more you talk to people, they would maybe
But
be...
I think it's more refers to Slavic countries.
That's also for Balkan countries, yeah.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
said for Balkan countries.
But we were saying about Balkan countries, like, because Balkan countries are more in the south, you know, we might look closed off, but actually we're, I think, a little bit more open than like northern Slavic countries.
I thought like people from Greece very friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I feel like Serbian people, for example, they might have a very strong, like, resting bitch face, but but overall, when you start talking to them, they can be very, very expressive and like open and like friendly as well.
And also I think like there's a lot of differentiation between Balkan depending on the region. Like I feel like for Greece, it is sometimes considered also culturally more Western, so rather than obviously Bulgaria or Serbia. So
like Spain or Italy.
Yeah, a lot warmer, yeah, a lot Mediterranean.
What kind of man doesn't know how to fix the car?
I've tried everything.
What have you tried?
Well,
What three things does an engine need to run?
a steering wheel.
Ne. Broj 1. Spark.
Oh, wow.
Motor radi slabo. Berglej.
Is this a Lada? What is it?
Lada?
Broj 2.
Is that, you said Lada?
Supposed to check that?
My mom used to call me like,
Berglej.
Yeah.
she's so confident.
Come on, babe. I can do this.
Jok. I have control. Broj 3. Fuel.
Oh my god. I've seen men do this. Okay.
Carburetor. But it's not reaching the engine.
What's a carburetor?
Čale, te ništa nije naučio.
Useless man.
Is this Serbian?
Yeah, it's Serbian.
Into an engine. The carburetor atomizes the fuel so it can combust.
Why is it called a carburetor and not an atomizer?
Začepi. It must be blocked. Your guitar?
Yes, I did.
I'll use guitar strings to clean the jets. Sve čisto. Berglej.
I love you.
I know. Mrdaj.
Mrdej.
What is Mardeh?
Like move.
I thought she was like useless.
I feel like there's also this like funny stereotype that girls want the guys to be able to do everything, but if they're not around, we will just do everything by ourselves. So we're very self-sufficient.
So, and also I think we have this thing of like, especially with our, for me, I don't know, with our papa, like he would teach us everything. He would like, do not rely on anything. So we are extremely
Independent.
yeah, and also like really just handsy on everything. Like we can fix a lot lot of stuff. But I feel like that's on my Greek side. I feel like from my Ukrainian side, if that man has a broken car, I'm just leaving. I'm not dating the man with a broke car. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Between like, for example, Russia or like Balkan.
How is it in Russia?
I think in Russia, girls are actually very handy if they need to. We act like ladies and very girly around the man, but if we are alone...
Oh, so really similar.
I do agree with this video of like, why can't you do this? Because like for me, I feel like that a lot when people come to my house and maybe there's a guy that's like fixing something around the house. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yes, that's all I needed in my life. But yeah, when they don't know how to do anything and they're not very like resourceful, then I'm like, oh, like why, you know? Exactly.
I think there's like a tendency also, maybe it's about all Balkan women, like every time we see a man fixing something, we compare it with how our dad fixed it, right? So every time I see a man fixing it, it's like, wait, my dad does it better. So I always think about that. So maybe that's also really common.
Enter daddy issues.
But in a good way, yeah.
But I feel like this is a common ground with Russia. Yeah. We would all expect men to be handy and to know how to know their stuff around the house and to be able to fix things without spending money on mechanics or people like bringing people inside the house. Why do you need to spend money when we have a man at home that can fix it?
That's the whole point.
I feel like Romanian guys, even if they don't know how to do it, they will still try to do it. They might end up doing it worse, but they will still be like, oh, I fixed it. And later on, they might have to pay double for it, but you know, they still try.
Their ego, yeah.
As I mentioned before, like if we are gonna be alone, like in girls' company, we can try fix it by ourselves. But around the man, we expect men to do this stuff.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I don't care. I don't mind if the guy just called the service.
This is a guy that lives basically mostly around like ex-EU countries. He lived in Serbia for a while and then he was touring, like he went, I think, to Bosnia and Croatia and stuff like that. And he does a lot of skits like talking about Balkan culture.
In Serbia, girls can't fix the car?
No, they can. I mean, that's
So
why
it depends
she's
on the
the one.
girls.
Yeah, I don't think anyone. Yeah, not everyone. But like, let's say a girl owns a car. You know, maybe if she has like an older car, she would kind of learn how to deal with that stuff. But obviously, not every single person.
Somebody asked me, where are you from? Croatia. Oh, you hate Serbs?
People always assume that Romanians are thieves or gypsies.
If I add feta cheese everywhere.
Vi Bosanci ste glupi. That means that all the people from Bosnia are stupid.
Oh my god, you must be so good at tennis. Like, are you really tall?
Oh, so you're
She sounds from LA.
I've been to Budapest a few times.
Albanians are involved with drugs.
Macedonia is not like a developed country, like we don't have electricity.
We are not part of Russia. We are just brothers.
We speak loud.
When they hear us speak, they're constantly like, are they yelling at each other? Are they fighting?
Yeah.
Do they hate each other? Should we call someone?
Yeah, that's a common thing I think for Balkans.
Yeah.
Every time I speak on the phone, like my Korean friends are like, oh, like, is everything okay? Like, are you fighting? I'm literally saying, I love you to my mom. What do you want? Every time.
Also, not the first comment being Montenegrins were sleeping during the recording. There's a lot of stereotypes even amongst like Balkan countries as well. That's why the Bosnian guy said, oh, they think we're stupid, because that's like between ex-EU countries, there's like a lot of jokes and there's stereotypes for each country. One of them is that Bosnian people are a little bit dense, but it's not true, of course. It's just like a stereotype. But I don't think that that's like a common stereotype outside of the Balkans. I don't think people would know about that.
We also don't know that in Greece.
Yeah, so I think it's very like, you know, humor that we have. But yeah, the other ones, I think it's very, very common.
Are there any stereotype for the Balkans that also apply to Russia, from what you heard?
So for example, like people thinking we are angry when we talk, right?
Oh, this for sure applies to Russia. Yes, they
Yeah, people say like that, but it's not true.
Right, for us it's not true too. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's why it's stereotype.
Yeah.
I think the Balkans in general, people assume that we're very underdeveloped. I feel like that's the general consensus. For example, in the US, people think because of the wars and stuff, maybe in the 90s as well.
Or for example, for Russia, it will be like people drink vodka all day or stuff like that.
Like for us, like with feta.
And we have bears as pets.
Oh yeah, bears and as pets. Yeah. Like thieves and gypsies.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we might hear that in other countries around Romania, but not outside of Europe at all. I haven't really heard that, but I feel like Romanian people say that other people would think that. But I am not sure like how accurate is it, like, because I never heard someone saying that, or maybe they just don't want to be like that direct. Yeah.
I mean, for Greece it says about like how we put feta on everything, and it's a stereotype, and then they ask her like, but do you? And she says yes. Yeah, because it's delicious. What do you mean? It's delicious. We're not stupid.
I would also do that.
Yeah, exactly. Period.
For Serbia, for example, a lot of the stereotypes would be like people not even recognizing like the country itself. They would be like, "Oh, it must be really cold there," and it's like, "No, that's Siberia, and that's part of Russia." So yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they think you're Russia, something like that.
They don't know. They don't even know. They just heard Siberia somewhere, and then they think that's a cold place, and then they think that that's a country.
So they think Siberia is Serbia. Is that what they think?
Yeah, sometimes.
It's like how Australia and Austria.
No, yeah, exactly. But there was a time as well when Syria was at war. A lot of people, when you said Serbia, they thought you were talking about Syria. They were like, "Oh, is your country okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine."
So this one, it says when you want to introduce your boyfriend to your Balkan mom.
That's gonna be similar, I feel like.
I want to introduce you to somebody. This is my new boyfriend. Oh, no, you could not find somebody better looking. Don't be rude. I'm talking to him. Come with me, my boy. I will introduce you to somebody else. Her cousin, much younger and actually normal in the head. Come.
But I feel like it kind of like a teaching of Balkan people is that they don't really care about the look of the man.
Yeah, but that's what she was saying, like that her daughter is too ugly for him. She will introduce him to someone.
Oh, is that what she said?
That's what she said. Yeah, I will introduce you to someone much younger.
My mom would never say that.
No, I don't think moms will say that like that. I do think that Balkan people roast each other a lot. But I think that's something that you do amongst friends. I mean, your family can roast you a lot too. I don't think your mom would roast you in front of your boyfriend the first time they meet each other.
There is no way.
I think that's a bit much.
I feel like people would say that in Romania somehow, but not in a
joking way.
Yeah, more like in a joking way somehow. But we can actually understand that it's kind of a joke. So it's even like kind of a friendly thing to say that, especially also in front of other people. Yeah, if you don't really those kind of things, they might seem like, oh, kind of rude or something.
Yeah.
I think so. That's a cultural difference, I feel like, because we don't even consider that as a joke. Like my mom would never think it's funny. Say to my boyfriend, "Oh, my daughter is ugly." Fine. She might think he's ugly for me, not the opposite. She think like I'm the most pretty woman, you know. So I don't think my mom would ever joke like this. Never.
Yes, in Russia, I think like we never joke about this kind of stuff.
I want to ask though, because I've seen a lot of videos where, like in families where you have like daughters and sons, mothers will be harsher towards their daughters rather than to their sons.
Yeah.
Does that apply to Russia? Because it's mostly Russian creators that I've seen.
I mean, maybe nowadays in this generation, yeah, but in my generation,
no. Okay.
You don't think there was preferential treatment towards guys?
I feel like a lot of Russian people I know, always a daughter would tell me that her parents always treat more easily her brother, but not her. Like he would go out until 11 p.m., but if she's not home for 9 p.m., they just like call her and shout to her.
Maybe it also depends from the like specific part of Russia, because I'm from St. Petersburg and it's very culture city. Even me and in my circle, I think girls treat more better than boys.
Amerikanac, are you ready for our date? Ma šta to radiš?
Do something!
Calm down, zapalit ćeš kuću. Jel imaš jedan aparat za gašenje požara?
Again, super
What?
handy.
Do you have salt?
I wanted to surprise you.
Pa stvarno me jesi iznenadio. Drink this and get out of my way. Nešto što me mama
So useful.
Wait!
Always like home remedies,
How am I
right?
supposed to open this bottle? Whoa, you're gonna make a mess! What are you doing? It worked!
Of course it did.
I was just thinking we would stay in tonight.
What kind of ingredients do you have?
What?
Nema veze. Don't touch anything. I'll make dinner.
You are amazing.
Of course she is. You're amazing. No, I'm Balkan.
I mean, I think these specific videos are just making fun of how Western men are kind of incapable. I do think that in the Balkans, women do cook more than the male counterparts. That is true. But let's say, you know, like if something was burning, you know, maybe a man would intervene in that sense.
Yes.
I think it's more a critique towards like an American man not being able to figure out what to do in a crisis situation.
Or like maybe they want to point out like the home remedy, like we always have some kind of homemade remedy for something, like when you're sick or whatever. So she had this kind of like homemade remedy of like doing it with salt instead of like calling the fire department. Maybe that's kind of like a cultural similarity we have between Balkan. But also like assuming that this is a first date, the idea of going home to a man's house for first date, I don't think it's really Balkan thing.
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
I don't think so.
Usually you go to a restaurant or something. First day you go to his house to eat is super weird to me.
Red flag.
Yeah, it's super not normal. He either broke or he's weird. Like
if they are dating, it's fine, you know.
Boyfriend, girlfriend for a long time, but it's normal. But if you are first date, it's totally not normal.
But I can definitely see myself doing something if I see someone cooking really badly. I'd be like, just leave it to me. I'll cook dinner. You know. Yeah, I do like to take control of certain situation when I see that something is not turning out the way it's supposed to be turning out.
I think this is Balkan thing.
Yeah, I think we have a certain level of like pride and stubbornness. Just leave it. I'll do it. No worries. You know. Do you feel like Russians are similar in that sense?
It depends from the people actually. Like sometimes men, I don't know if it comes to all Balkan men, like I need to do this, even if he's not gonna do it right. They're like, I need to do this.
The ego talk.
Go away. Don't like leave me. Yeah. So we have to give up in this case. I think sometimes I did that.
But also like please know that whatever we are saying is like generalization. Like
yeah,
it's not we are generalizing on the stereotypes. It's always case by case and every person can be completely different in the same country. Even in the same city, even in the same house. Okay? So
I feel like my boyfriend is cheating on me. Interesting. Do you think that could be an internal insecurity, maybe from something that happened in your childhood? I did have a pretty rough childhood. You should work on that, yeah. Thank you, doctor. Vera, my boyfriend is cheating on me. I can feel it. You are right, he is. Yeah, I knew it. It's a brunette. Ah, brunette, huh? I'm going to kill them both. Wait. Don't do it. You would get caught. God damn it.
Oh my God, yes, this is 100%. Yeah, this is so accurate.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like coffee readings.
Coffee readings.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say coffee readings, but not really tarot for me.
We do tarot, or we look also at like astrology too. Like,
I was gonna say that. Oh my God, this is so big.
My mom is like when she first meet like my boyfriend, she would read him like 1 hour for his own zodiac sign.
When were you born? What time were you born?
What time were you born? Literally. And coffee readings in Greece, because traditional Greek coffee is like this kind of cup. So when you turn it around, there's like a specific way you can read and a lot of grandmas do that too.
Coffee grounds stick to the cup.
Yeah, and they create shape.
And then you can even like put your finger in it, and then it like
to open the heart of the cup, girl.
For the middle part.
It's so good.
This is so niche. I love it.
Do you do coffee readings in Russia?
No, I think we were influenced by like Ottoman side.
Oh, this is very.
What I wanted to say is, I think when it comes to this video, it's again one of like a generalization between like the West, like for example how Americans are versus like, because this is not just Balkan. I feel like this is very Eastern European in general.
Eastern European, yeah.
Yeah, the women are very, I think, prideful and strong, and like we don't let other people step on us like that. So it's like, yeah, it's usually met with rage as well, you know, and like we need to do something about this.
Like rage is a common thing. I feel like yeah, as you see, we have the common thing of like she will take revenge on that man, you know, but the American counterpart, she would kind of like reflect and like she would kind of like project it on herself, even though it's completely not herself. So I feel like this kind of like self-deprecating thing, we don't have that in the Balkan.
Does it represent Russia at some?
Yeah, I mean, we use tarot, I can say. Many girls do that. that, but we also go therapy.
Yeah. Common in Romania, what you saw?
I would say that I didn't really do those kind of things, especially lately, but I know my friends, they would totally do that. But I remember when I was young, I would also sometimes even like search on YouTube these kind of tarot videos and everything, and all those kind of stuff. Yeah, it was, I feel like, much more common before than now. Now, I think maybe the therapy was more like normalized, but still, it's something, yeah, like also Romanian people would do, especially in such cases, like if you just heard something, oh my god, you have to like know right in that moment. We're maybe like more impulsive and we really want to know what happened, and we might be more like with revenge and everything.
Today we watch videos about Balkan women and react to them.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe and comment down below.
See you next time.
Bye!